Now we're going to set the flash, making sure that it's ready to send orders. We start by turning the flash on just by pressing the power button. When you turn the TT350 on, you will see that it's either in TTL or in manual mode. But in general terms, it is ready to work on camera. We need to set it on radio master mode. And we do this by pressing and holding the sync button until we see an antenna icon blinking on the screen. Then we rotate the wheel until there is an M icon next to the antenna icon, and then we press the set button. The flash is now in radio master mode, and we're getting it ready to send orders. The next step is to set a channel to work on, to send orders on. We only need to press and hold the slave button until we see the channel number blinking. Now we're going to rotate the wheel until we see the number of the channel we want to use. In my case, I want to use channel 9. Now that the channel 9 is blinking, only press the set button and we confirm our selection. Now, let's set an ID. An ID is a custom function of this flash, so we need to press and hold the zoom button until we get to the custom functions menu. Notice all the settings disappeared. We only see the custom functions. We're going to rotate the wheel until we find the ID function. We're going to press the set button, and then we see the ID number blinking on the screen. We can set it to the number that we're going to use, or we can set it off, or set it as off. Turn the ID function off. I'm going to get it on number 18, and we press the set button when we see the ID number that we want to use, so we can confirm their selection. We're going to press the zoom button again to return to the regular screen. The flash is now ready in general terms to send orders. Now we need to make sure that we select which groups we're going to send orders to and what orders. So in order to choose a group or select a group, we only need to press the slave button repeatedly, and we're going to jump between we're going to alternate between the different groups that we have available. This flash, since this is for Fujifilm, this is a TT350 for Fujifilm, has an M group. The M is the master, and it refers to this particular flash that we're setting as a transmitter. And we also have A, B, and C groups available. Please notice that other flashes, for example, the TT350 for Canon, will not have an M group. It will only be A, B, and C. And the group A will be, and this flash, the transmitter, will always be assigned to group A. I'm going to select group B. Once you have a group selected, you can change its mode only by pressing the mode button, and it will change and go from being off, it will not work, TTL, which means it's in more or less automatic mode, and M, which is manual mode. In either manual or TTL, we can set the power, but it's slightly different. In manual mode, you're going to press set, and then you're going to be able to set the specific power setting for that group from 1/128, which is the minimum power, all the way to 1/1, which is full power. Every click of the wheel is 1/3 of a stop. And I'm going to set it in to 1/16. If the flash or the group is in TTL mode, we can adjust flash exposure compensation, but the mechanics are the same. We need to press set and then rotate the wheel. It will go from -3 to +3 stops, and every click of the wheel is 1/3 of a stop. I'm going back to manual mode. Another setting that we have available is the zoom. However, whenever we press zoom and then rotate the wheel, we're changing the zoom settings on this flash that is the transmitter. This transmitter will not send zoom orders to remote flashes. This flash is now ready to send orders, and it's sending orders to group B. These orders include the mode. The group, whatever flash is set to on group B, should be set to manual mode and fired on 1/16 power. If we press the tester button, we should see that the remote flash is firing.